Hello and welcome to Inside Northern. Today we're pleased to speak about Gypsy Days, a long-standing tradition at Northern where we have homecoming, we have lots of people coming back to town, and we have just a multitude of events that just adds even more energy to an exciting college campus. So today I'm pleased to have three visitors with me who are really the catalyst behind all things that happen for Gypsy Days. First off, I start with Mr. Zack North. Second, Ms. Sarah Botkin, and third, Ms. Lauren Bittner, if I could say that appropriately. Lauren, welcome. So we're very happy to have all three here, but just as we were going around the room and I was introducing everyone, we have a surprise guest today. And the surprise guest is Thunder. Welcome, Thunder. Nice, nice. Ooh, t-shirt. Nice t-shirt. Gypsy, is this my t-shirt? Nice, thank you very much. And we have
Thank you, Thunder. Little Thunder right here. It's getting excited. Showing the excitement.
All right, so Thunder, we know that you're a busy person. You're doing everything, you're everywhere. So can you stay at all and talk? No, you can't talk. Well, that's okay. We appreciate you being here and all the energy that you bring to campus and all of our events. So have a good day.
Bye, Thunder.
Bye, Thunder.
Bye, Thunder.
So look at the t-shirt. Very nice t-shirt. Appropriate color. Gypsy Days 2016. And then I'll preview for everyone what it says on the back is look to the future. So that's the theme for Gypsy Days this year.
That's right. And actually, we will be selling those t-shirts to our students starting next week.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, limited edition. So for the students out there, they will want to, at the beginning of the week, get their shirt because I anticipate they will sell quickly.
Get them nice and early. They're $8 a piece.
Absolutely. Well, that's good to know. And I'm sure the proceeds will go towards supporting all the events and the things that are going to be happening either during Gypsy Days in that homecoming week and the weeks to follow, because we always want to have great events where it takes a little bit of resources to pull those off.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So you might also see the Look to the Future bumper stickers coming around town. I believe those are...
That's right. We'll be handing those out next week as well. Students and alumni, faculty, staff. What's really fun, and Lauren, you've probably seen a few more of these around over the years, the bumper stickers, and there's a number of people out there that have a collection of those throughout the years.
Right. Yeah, I have seen them in people's offices.
Yep.
Like a little collage of all the bumper stickers from days gone by.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, it's a great week. If you look at, so we're talking September 26th and to October 1st, and there's a whole lineup of events every day. If we start with Monday, so Monday there's things that happen. Who would like to tell us about Monday? Zach, you want to start?
I'll go ahead and start. Monday we've got Points of Pride from, I believe, 11 to 1. And during that time, NSU students can come in and, like, if they're wearing any Northern gear, they're eligible for prizes that we'll be giving away throughout the week. And later that night, we have the royalty meet and greet. We're going to be having like a spaghetti feast dinner type thing, and they'll have the chance to really meet our royalty and get to know them. They'll be kind of walking around and showing their face.
Okay, that's great. And then the royalty meet and greets. Who's going to be part of the royalty?
Our royalty this year, we've got 10 amazing candidates. Our queen candidates are Cheng Peng, Devontae Robertson, Paige Tooker, Carrie Wegleitner, and oh my gosh, Sammy. Yep, I just saw her poster today. She's using her dog as a campaigning tool.
Okay.
So
that's
yep.
creative.
And
Good.
then our men, our marshal candidates are Zach Bartolomeo, Harrison Hommelvig, Brandon Vachrod, Donovan Solik, I always pronounce his name wrong, and I always forget the last ones.
Uh-oh, now you've just scared me. And a fifth very good candidate.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll check the candidates as the slate comes out. But it's just a great event because Gypsy Days is for our current students, but the alumni that I hear come back really adds that energy, and they come and they see the campus, the facilities, the changes, and they check in with some of their professors too, and their staff that are still around, just to kind of check on Northern as their where they went to school.
Absolutely. And speaking of the royalty candidates, we even have our king and queen from last year. They will be back too on Thursday night when we talk a little bit more about coronation, but they'll be back on campus as well. And one of them is still a student here, but last year's king candidate, he's an alum, but he is coming back for that, for coronation. So it's always good to see our alums.
So that maybe makes us go into Tuesday. Tuesday, there's other events. What's happening on Tuesday?
Tuesday, again, we have Points of Pride. We did have a little bit of a schedule shift. The werewolves that are doing tie-dye, they're moving to Wednesday. So Wednesday is going to be packed with activities. We've got lunch for $1. We've got the tie-dye, and again, Points of Pride that day again. So.
Right.
And so with Points of Pride, we really want to encourage students, faculty, staff, just everyone that week to come out in the northern gear. So we just want to see school colors all week long.
Okay.
And for the students, like Zach said, we're going to have prizes for Points of Pride. So the students each day, Monday through Thursday, they can get their name put into a drawing. We'll have committee members sitting out between 11 and 1. If they go by and we see the students wearing the t-shirts, if they want to buy a t-shirt, we could even go so far if someone wants to come up to the table and start singing the fight song, that would be great. That would show some northern pride.
That's right.
So we'll put their name in the drawing, and then part of Thursday's events, because we're also going to be doing a prize drawing for faculty and staff.
Yes.
Oh.
So Thursday we'll draw our faculty staff winner. Friday is when we'll draw our winners for our students. So that's really what Points of Pride is all about, is basically showing your northern pride throughout the week, and you get to go into drawing. And we've already had a few of our businesses in town that have donated prizes to us. So thank you to them, such people like Kessler's, Caribou Coffee, Red Rooster, and then our own bookstore is also, the Wolf Shop has also donated things for us. So thank you to all of them who make this week happen for us.
Absolutely. So also on Tuesday, I saw on the list that there's going to be a tie-dye. Are we going to, is it only in school colors, or?
I think we bring out just a few more colors for that. It's one of our student groups on campus. They did it actually the first time last year. I think it was about 400.
It was a huge
students.
success.
They gave away 400 shirts that were tie-dyed, so students are coming up and tie-dyeing shirts. Originally, it is on the schedule for Tuesday. We just had a slight change. Student schedules, once they get into classes, their schedules change just a little bit. So the members of a Werewolves, they're actually going to be out there on Wednesday now, and they'll be tie-dyeing. So students, come up, get your shirts. You have your opportunity to tie-dye that day, and then you can wear the shirts the rest of the week.
Do they use gloves?
They do.
Okay.
Yes.
Because otherwise everybody's going to have all these colored fingers for a while. Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And last year, everything cleaned up very nicely, where I've seen no handprints anywhere, so it should all go smoothly.
Well, just another event to add energy.
That's right.
Yeah. So the Points of Pride continues every day, as you said,
Correct.
Sarah. And then also there's another event. The one on Wednesday says lunch for $1. You had mentioned that. Is that for everybody?
Yes. We'll be having walking tacos, and all you have to do is pay $1, and you get pretty much a great meal. So come on out and support
we've got
that one.
a number of our student affairs and enrollment staff that are going to be out there. They actually they put the walking taco together.
Right.
So students, faculty, staff, they come up, pay their $1. Zach and his team will be there. They'll collect the $1, and then they just kind of go down the line, and there'll be those of us there to create the walking taco, and I believe we have a little lemonade and a cookie.
Cookies, things like that.
Absolutely.
And of course, now we're counting on you, Dr. Downs, to provide the good weather for us that
the good
day.
weather. I'm trying to put in a good word.
Thank you, thank you. Because we'll have tables outside in the green area, so should be a great lunch. People want to come by, grab walking taco, and sit outside.
About 3 weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, we had an event with vendors and employers on campus,
Right,
and I
our
had my
community
first
marketplace.
walking taco. I'd never had one. That was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's regional, and since I'm new to the region, I'd never had a walking taco, so it was great.
I was going to say, we welcome you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
You're
so,
welcome to have
They're
another
pretty
one.
popular around here.
so I'll remember to bring my $1 and come for a walking
And come
taco.
early, that's right. Get there early.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, you know, when you talk about homecoming, you're celebrating the students that are here, and everybody that works here gets excited. and the students and everyone that's on a college campus, that community has such a synergy about it. But I always love it when the alumni come back and they tell stories about when they were here and when they lived in McWelsh or when they lived in Jerde, and they, the things that they did when they were recreating and having fun, and then to get them to meet our students, it's just the current students. It just makes a real great week, because it reminds everybody just how many traditions Northern has and how long-standing those traditions are, and how much pride we should have in our institution from yesteryear, today, and into the future. So I like the topic, look to the future. It's a great theme for our homecoming and Gypsy Days. So when we talk about bringing in people, and we end up on Thursday, and Thursday things get real exciting. We start to do things like a coronation and a lot of events. And Lauren, I guess you're kind of the master of ceremonies from Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Is that fair? Is that a new title for you?
Sure.
Yes.
We can add that title to mine. Thursday is kind of when the foundation and alumni events start. 11:30 on Thursday, we have our community luncheon, also known as the annual meeting for the foundation. And basically, that's in the Student Center, and it's kind of just a lunch for the community and donors and alumni that are back to come and kind of hear about the foundation, how our year has been, where we're at, where we're going, and also get kind of a State of the University address from you. For those that haven't been back or just kind of want to hear what's coming up, and it's great to have that kickoff to our events on Thursday.
So I have to give a speech.
You do.
Oh. Okay. That's right. I do recall you telling that a couple weeks ago, but I got distracted, you
Oh,
see.
yes.
So I have to get back into that mode of speech writing and pay attention. But no, that's a great time for us to just update people that are back on campus to say, this is what's happening. This is what's happening, enrollments, new programs, student success. Maybe we talk about things like the Johnson Fine Arts Center reopening, all the successes of the different student groups, whether it's the debate team or the band or any of the athletic competition groups. It's just a great time.
It is, yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so the luncheon is at what time?
11:30 in the Student Center on Thursday.
Okay. And all alums are invited.
Yep, all alums that are back, usually we invite our donors as well, and just community people, boards and things like that, because it's amazing how many people are actually in town but don't get back on campus, and they're right across town, so we try to get those people in the door too and update them as well. So,
well, it's one of the things I've noted that I've said again and again is that the people in our community so much embrace Northern. And they send their sons and daughters and other relatives to come to Northern based on their positive experience here.
yes.
So we want to keep that momentum and that tradition alive. So it's great to have them back on campus, and we'll have some remarks for them so they'll know where we're going and what are all the good things that are happening.
Yep.
Okay, well that's good. So the luncheon's great.
Yep.
I also have heard that we're encouraging people to decorate their offices.
Yes.
So how do we do that? What makes a good, well-decorated office?
Well,
I think a little bit of secrecy at the beginning.
yeah.
Oh.
And I've already heard a couple different offices
Okay.
not willing to reveal
Oh,
their
okay.
ideas, because there is a very nice traveling trophy that gets to sit in their office for the year.
Okay, so I haven't seen the trophy yet.
Right now it looks very nice on my desk, but
really?
it won't stay there for very long.
Okay, well, that's okay. There's a challenge out there.
There
Yes.
is a little
Who
bit
can
of
do
one,
the best
yes.
decoration of their offices? Well, that's great, because as the alums walk around campus, they'll see, all the little places and areas that have taken their own points of pride and put together with the decorations. So that sounds like fun.
So we're encouraging a few more offices to get into it, but yeah, some of them do very well at incorporating the theme. Some of them just go very strong
go
with
all out
Northern.
sometimes.
Really?
So yeah, we're excited to see what they come up with.
Okay. Is there going to be a tour? So
We will make sure that once we have all the offices who are
Okay.
entered, that we get that out to everyone.
Okay.
So if individuals want to go around,
Okay.
I know I've already had some of them that are in the competition. They they want to know who else is already in it.
Oh, I see.
They want to start scoping out the competition,
Yeah.
but
Friendly competition.
right, very friendly.
So-
We try and keep it all fair.
So will all the decorations be up on Monday? What's the day to have them all installed?
It's well, they have to have everything up by 4 o'clock on Thursday.
Okay.
There will be, I've already heard maybe 1 or 2 that might start as early as Monday, having their offices complete. But sometimes it just depends on what their schedule is, and
Right.
sometimes they enlist, secrecy, and they enlist some
Okay.
of their work study students to help out with that. So some of them are an evolving process.
Okay, well, I'll look forward to getting the list so I can walk around and check out the offices.
Absolutely.
Make sure we get good pictures of all of them.
Oh, yep.
Well, that's good. So that adds another dimension. And then as Thursday progresses, I understand that there's some events such as a coronation.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens with that? Can you tell us about that?
That'd probably be
Lauren, or is
Zack.
that
That's
Zack?
definitely
That's
That's-
mine.
Zack. Yep.
Oh, so the coronation, okay, I'm with you. Yep.
So Thursday night, we officially crown our Queen and Marshal, and the students throughout
Okay.
the week, starting on Monday, vote for Queen and Marshal, and those are the people that you really, we hope, exemplify Northern, and will really show that Northern spirit up on stage.
And our
Okay.
5th Marshal candidate is
Is
Corey
Corey.
Pratt. We
There
both
we
thought
go.
of that.
Gonna give
Don't
me
want to
some
leave
flack
Corey
on
out,
that.
but yes.
Corey's fairly known on campus as,
He
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
He's our
President.
student association
President.
president. Mhm.
yes. Yes,
Definitely gonna get some
okay,
flack
so
for
that's
that.
good. So a little shout out to Corey.
That's
We didn't
right.
forget
Yeah,
you.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So the coronation is a big deal because
Yep.
there's the candidates, and do they have to make any speeches or?
What they've done is they've created videos to kind of introduce
nice.
themselves, and we'll be showing those throughout the, depending on how long it goes, about an hour and a half usually, of coronation. And then they actually, both of the Queen and Marshal groups this year made it like group videos. So the 5 Marshals made a video, the Queens made a video, and we'll be showing those as well.
Nice.
So
Yeah, you can get a lot done with videos, and it's much more
Mhm.
compressed and a little more efficient.
definitely,
Okay.
definitely a lot more efficient. And we'll also be having, like, I believe the dance team is coming in and doing their performances. The Royal Order of the Gyps will come in and present you with a check.
Right?
So there's just going to be a lot
Cheerleaders
of
will be there as well.
Okay.
They'll perform as well.
Yeah, I did hear about the check. It's always
Yep.
good to get money.
Yes, it is.
We're always
Definitely.
thankful for those gifts because it helps us do all these good things. So that's 7 o'clock in the Johnson Fine Arts Center. So we're back in
Yes.
the Johnson Fine Arts Center and able to use those facilities.
which is exciting.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
really exciting.
It's pretty
So I
nice.
think it'll be very exciting to bring in, especially a lot of the alums that will see
Mhm.
it, the renovation for the first time, and then even I think some of our students are maybe going to be getting over there for the first time,
We're excited.
even though we've been in class for a few weeks.
Right.
Sometimes it takes them a little longer to get over to places.
Right. Well, and the Johnson Fine Arts Center grand reopening is October 5th.
Mhm.
And as we all know, there's a concert on the 6th with somewhat of a vintage band that I'm fairly familiar with, given my demographic, Three Dog Night. So that's always a good thing.
Yes.
A lot of energy that week as well. So we look at burning of the N. I have heard about this.
Yes.
So it's intriguing to me. So what happens with the burning of the N?
Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. What we do is we have this N that we wrap in cloth, and it's kind of almost like a pep rally to finish out the Thursday night and finish out coronation. We set the N on fire, we let it burn for a little bit, and then we have a DJ that comes in and plays some music for the rest of the afternoon and kind of introduce the athletic teams and let the students dance, really.
Right. So once the coronation finishes,
Okay.
everyone that's there will be able to come outside. They'll flow right out into the parking lot that is out there in the Barnett Center, and
Okay.
we'll again have some food items out there. And then, yes, DJ going, and our football team coaches and captains are usually there, so they give a little bit of a talk. And once the Queen and Marshal have taken a few photographs, then they'll come out,
Yep.
and they'll be the ones that will officially light the inn. So that's usually a little bit of excitement for the evening,
Right.
and then the DJ plays for a little while then afterwards.
Excellent. Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, a lot of our students look forward to it. Definitely look forward to it. It's kind of like the end of the week for them before
Yeah, absolutely.
before Friday and Saturday.
And again, your job will be the weather. So,
My job's the
Yes.
weather.
yeah, your job's the weather. We just
Well, I'm gonna have to call some friends. They
Okay,
really have
thank
a
you.
higher influence
Thank
than I
you.
have. So it sounds like all the way up to Thursday, it kind of keeps building.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. And then Friday it says a dodgeball tournament.
So this is a new one this year, a student activity.
Yep.
So we just started sign up with getting some teams with that, and the Barnett Center is available to us. So we're actually going to play over in the Barnett Center. So if students are feeling a little competitive, they can come over. And
Now these, what kind of balls do you use?
we're using the foam dodgeballs.
so
we
it's-
don't want anybody flashing back to high school days.
No,
We're using the rubber
those
ones.
little rubber ones that leave welts if you have a good throw.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is more of a Nerf type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. So
A
we
more
don't have to call
sensitive
risk
dodgeball.
management
Right.
or a medical practitioner to be on duty.
Right, because
Okay.
if the Queen and Marshal happen to come out, we don't want them to take
No
any
injuries.
hits that
No
would
injuries.
not allow them to be in the parade the next day.
Knock their crown off their head.
That's right. We don't want to do that.
That would be bad. That would be bad. Well, it just sounds like good fun.
That's right.
You know, where you get the high energy on campus, the students are having a good time, the alum are here, and then we go into Friday, and then all of a sudden it's Saturday. And I understand that Saturday is pretty much one of the busier days of the fall. Saturday on Gypsy
Yeah.
Days.
I would
So
say.
what happens early in the morning? I think there's the parade, and there's some breakfast activities at different places, people convening.
Yep. So Saturday for us starts pretty early. We have all of our inductees. We invite to a breakfast, and their families can come enjoy that. And then we get lined up to go to the parade, which Zack and Sarah will be busy organizing the next
Yep.
week here and getting things finalized. And I mean, I can let you guys take over on that. I think Zack's probably a little more familiar with the details.
Pretty much what we'll be doing is we'll be lining up all of the entries, and at 9 o'clock we'll start sending them down Main Street, and it's a very long parade, very
It is.
long.
I think we're close to about 160 entries this year, and that
Oh, wow.
includes 20 to 22 bands
Mhm.
from the surrounding areas. So a lot of our high schools and junior highs participate in this one as well, because there is a band competition that our music department hosts that day. So they're part of the parade.
So 20 or 22 high school bands marching. So how
Correct.
large are the bands? How many students? 80, 100?
Pretty big.
It just
Oh,
depends on the
50.
school,
Yeah,
really.
it really depends on the school size, because
Wow.
it really varies. So sit back, and it's a good parade from start to finish.
Yes.
It's a
You will
great
see a little
parade.
bit of everything, and our community is great about coming out and participating in that. So if you are looking for your candy fill, you're going to find it that day.
I've heard. And I'm
Yeah.
supposed to throw some candy, I believe.
Yes, I have that in my office for you.
Right, but you toss it. You don't throw it really hard because you don't want to.
You don't want to hit a child, yeah.
No, you don't want to hit somebody in the face with a hard candy. That's not good form.
No.
No, but that sounds great. The band competition, that's something I hadn't thought about, but that makes a lot of sense. Now I've heard that the Northern Gypsy Days parade is the best parade in South Dakota, bar none.
Certainly.
Is
Yes,
that a fair
absolutely.
perception?
Yes.
I think the three of
Certainly.
us would easily agree
Yes.
with that.
Okay, well, you
You
guys
get
may
no
be
argument
biased.
from us.
So
Yes.
you may be biased, but no, I think that's been a point of pride for not only the alums, but people that work here and people in the community. They really see this as probably the best parade in the whole state. So I'm really excited to be part of it.
And I think this year we've got a few additional photo opportunities.
Yes. So the Alumni Association this year has created 3 selfie stations. So we will have a women's basketball player to cut out, a men's basketball player, and then a Thunder cutout, and actually the real Thunder as well, taking some pictures throughout the parade. We have some giveaways we're doing. We'll have a float in the parade as well. So we're hoping to capture some great pictures and, get it out there to social media for those that can't be here, and just kind of tell them how great the day's been. So
That's
we're
right.
excited about that.
There's just going to be a lot of energy in the town and on campus. I'm really excited. My wife Mary and I are excited to be a part of the parade. I can't even recall the last time I was part of a parade. It's been too long ago. But it's just an event that is one of the signature events of Northern. I'm real pleased to announce that we have grand marshals for the parade. Did anybody know who they are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, the big news, it's Rod and Glenna Faubourg. And the Faubourgs are just such staunch supporters of Northern, staunch supporters of the region and education, and just great community members. So we're real pleased that they'll be the grand marshals for the Gypsy Days parade this year. Very pleased that they were willing to do this and just dedicate their time to our big event. I'm sure they would have been there, but this year they're going to be there in a much more special capacity.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe Mrs. Faubourg, she really is looking forward to tossing some candy
Yes.
as well. So they're going to bring some good energy to the parade.
Yes, definitely.
That's great. So then we get done with the parade, and everybody takes a kind of a half a deep breath.
Yep.
And then we head out to a football game. So this year it's Northern State versus Minot State. The game starts at 2:30.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there's a lot of social events and tailgating that starts around noon to 2-ish.
Yes.
And then the game starts at 2:30 at Swisher Field.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a full day, and that'll lead us into the early evening, and then everybody takes a deeper breath and says, wow,
Yes.
that was homecoming.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take a nap. Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well,
Nobody
some
sees
of
us
you.
on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what Sunday's for, is to take a deep breath. Yes.
Yeah.
A day of repose and reflection.
Mm-hmm.
So I just really think that this sounds phenomenal. I've worked at other campuses, and this is probably the best homecoming organization I've ever seen. So I'm really proud to be a part of it. You guys just have to make sure I show up at the right place and the right time, because it looks like we have a full slate of events all week.
Yes.
And it's taken a lot of time. Now, how long did it take to plan all this?
We actually started last October.
Say
with
we
the
start as soon
planning
as it's
process.
done usually. Yeah.
Okay. So you look at it, so the week after, maybe meet and say what worked, what can we
Mhm.
change.
Mm-hmm.
I always like to do that because
Yes.
it's fresh on your mind.
Yep.
And you say, well, we thought that was going to be great, but not quite. That's just the process of life.
Yes.
So that sounds great. So I'll look forward to being part of those meetings as well. But now we just have all eyes on the ball, whether it's a Nerf ball or a real leather ball,
That's right.
to have this, these sets of events and welcome people back onto campus, whether they live in Aberdeen or if they live in one of the other contiguous 49 states. This is what we're here for, is to welcome people back.
Absolutely. And a little bit of healthy competition, because along with that parade, there's also a huge winner of our traveling parade trophy as well.
Okay.
So we'll be out the following week to present that to the business. We'll announce it at halftime of the game.
Yep.
Okay.
Who's the overall best float.
Okay.
So a little bit of competition there.
So that's a trophy that will go to, say, a business.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. And then
I
you
Help
have-
Student Loan was last year's winner, and
Okay.
they have been very kind. They've returned the trophy to us now, and so it's waiting in our office to get presented to the next group,
Yeah.
that they can then have that in their office, sitting there for the following year.
It's easy to accept the trophy. It's hard to give it up.
Yes.
Yes.
It is, and usually when we go out to collect those, they say something about, "Oh, you could just leave it here. We're going to win it again anyway." So
Right.
a little bit of healthy spirit out there among the
competition
businesses
is
as
good.
well.
Now, do our offices on campus for the decoration award, do they get a trophy as well?
Correct. They've got the traveling trophy as well, so they can keep that. And I think last year it was our university relations office
Yes.
Okay.
that won that. So
Okay.
I think there was
There was a
there was
photo booth,
There
I
was
think.
a disco ball might have been involved,
Disco
and they really dressed up for it to win
Okay.
that. Yeah,
Well, I wonder if they still have the ball.
they might.
Well, it just sounds like a great set of energy.
It is, and as you said, it's a very long-standing tradition here. This is the 101st. So we're excited to keep the tradition going. Last year, it was the 100-year celebration, so that's a little bit of why it led into this year's theme.
Yep.
Zack and the committee came up with that. They thought, well, we just celebrated the 100 years, so
Okay.
it's time to
Look to the future.
look to the future. Yeah, what's going to be new for us? What do we see? So that led very nicely into this year's theme, and we're excited to see what people come up with
Yeah.
to incorporate that as part of their float entries.
So hopefully we will get a theme. I don't know if anyone will be driving in a DeLorean, feeding garbage in the back. If you remember that, it was a great film.
It was.
So I think it's a great theme. So in town, what people may see is these posters. You see them on campus, which lists all the events. And I already held up the bumper sticker. So we're excited. It always creates a moment of really exhilarated time on campus. I can already sense it starting to build, and then by Monday it'll really be in full swing.
Yep.
Yeah, but people have told me make sure you have plenty of rest the week before, and maybe have vitamin B12 on hand because it's going to be singing and dancing and frolicking all week.
Yes.
That's right.
Which sounds like a good thing.
Absolutely.
Certainly is.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that we're all ready, and we'll all show up and do whatever we have to do. With this show, we'd like to make sure that everyone knows about this. That was the point, to kind of tell everyone what's going to happen. Make sure that they come dressed appropriately, and if they can dress according to the theme, that would be a bonus.
That would be definitely a bonus.
But let's just make sure we're wearing our maroon and gold, and as many wolves on us as we possibly can.
That's right.
To show the spirit and the pride of Northern. So I really thank all of you for being here today,
Absolutely.
informing people on campus and off campus and from afar what's happening, and hopefully they'll all be able to come back and enjoy this. Any other thoughts before we wrap it up today?
I'd just like to add that we do have a banquet on Friday evening as well to induct our Hall of Fame and Distinguished Alumni people this year. So we have 4 Hall of Fame inductees that are former athletes coming back. We have a retired judge who is also an attorney in the White House for President Clinton, who will be our distinguished alum. And then we have a coach who actually passed away last year, but he'll be inducted as our Freshman Coaching Award winner this year. So that's kind of another thing for us on Friday evening to induct those alumni too and welcome them back. So anyone's invited to that to attend as well. So.
And where's the banquet?
Dakota Event Center.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, great.
So we'll have those people back on campus
Great.
this year also.
And I do recall that there's also a 5K road race.
That's right, Steps for Shep, and that will happen right before the parade. Our cross-country team takes the lead on that, and they've been doing it, I want to say almost for maybe 10 years.
I was going to say 10 years sounds right.
I think so. So their coach and the team put that on, and like I said, I think it starts out at 8 a.m. that morning, maybe a 7 a.m. registration. They get some great participation in that, and that commemorates, and I think, Lauren, maybe you might know a little better, commemorates a student, a former student that lost his life. So they celebrate Shep with the annual road race.
Yep.
That's a nice thing to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and it sounds like a good thing to do because if you eat a lot of hot dogs at the game, you can justify it if you did the 5K.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how
Absolutely.
I live. You see, if I do a little activity, then I can justify going to have an ice cream.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. It's called my balanced diet
Yep.
approach to life.
That's good.
Absolutely. Well, so we're excited. I can sense the energy on campus and people starting to talk about, oh, next week is homecoming, next week is Gypsy Days. And I've met people in the community and they've asked me, are you ready for this? So I think I am, but we'll know. We'll know the Sunday following Gypsy Days.
Yes.
We'll know
Yep.
October 2nd if I was ready, when we do our post-game analysis.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, as always, we're very excited about what's happening at Northern. Everything that the 3 of you do is very much appreciated, and all the people that you coordinate with and lead and facilitate these activities. It takes a lot of work to put something like this on, and we do it every day. From our faculty, our staff, our students, everyone that works here. There's a lot of activities that happen, and it's all for the support of the university to make sure that we sustain a great learning community. So we're very proud of Northern, and we hope you all come to join us for this multitude of events across the week for Gypsy Days. And with that, we'll say thank you for watching our show today, and go Wolves.
Go Wolves.
Maybe do it with both hands. Okay? All right, thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.